Now let's go to the offensive line. Okay. Go to the offensive lineman.
Trey Adams.
Trey Adams. So. Oh boy. 5-6 flat.
See, the 10-yard split here is going to be more important than the 40 time for these offensive linemen.
That's 189. Running the 40 is my pace cars, is the way you referred to it when we started simulcamming me over other 40s. And here's Hakeem Adonaji.
It's not bad for him. He played left tackle at Kansas. I projected him to move inside at guard. He did that at the Senior Bowl. Undersized tackle, under 6'2". He's going to be sliding inside the guard.
5'2".
It's not bad. You can see the way he's built. He's got a real firm anchor. He can drop his weight and does well against power. It's an avalanche. When he down blocks, he just takes everybody with him, and he's moving pretty good.
Oh my word! Somebody that large running that fast is. Hold on a second. Did we just watch somebody who's 364 pounds, the heaviest individual at the 2020 Scouting Combine? Did we just see him run 5.11?
When he was training in Texas, Taron Armstead went down there to visit, and when he walked in the room and saw him, he said, "What is that?"
What is that? That's how he referred to it. Wow. Sadiq Charles with a 5.06.
And we just saw it with Mekhi Becton, who, if it's possible on offense to two-gap, he is the guy, the human Richter scale, because what he does when the ground shakes and everyone moves.
Browns at 10, the Jets at 11, all with young quarterbacks. They all draft in the first round. They might try and find a blindside protector. Rich Eisen?
This is one of the better interior linemen in the draft here in Lloyd Cushenberry. One of the best leaders at that LSU program.
It's 5'2" right there. It's funny, you came on my show last week and you're like, hey, good news, there's somebody 364 pounds is coming to the combine. Your bad news is he runs fast. And I'm like, watching this, I'm like, there was never any good news. Wow, what a run that was. And here's Mike Mayock's reaction. Here, you see that one? That's the time. I mean, here's what you missed. Jack Driscoll.
Good player at right tackle for Auburn. That's a great time for Jack Driscoll.
Yep. Nicely done. Monsieur Durant. 5'3".
It's a big man at 6'6", 331 pounds.
Jake Hansen.
Center there for the Oregon Ducks.
It's interesting how many linemen we're seeing here of quarterbacks that we saw last night.
It all comes together,
I mean,
doesn't
we
it?
just saw, obviously, Kelly Bryant last night. We saw Justin Herbert.
Anxious to see this time because he is very athletic center. Nick Harris at Washington.
Jacob Eason we saw last night. Here's a 5'1" flat of Nick Harris. And who snapped him? Football, Charlie Heck of Carolina.
Football family. It's a really good number for him. These linemen are moving.
Okay. And there you go. Hennessy should run at 5 o'clock, don't you?
Trey Adams just had a bunch of injuries, missed 10 games in 2018, missed 6 games in 2017. When he was younger, he really moved around much better, and there was a lot of promise for him. You're not going to see it represented now in the athletic testing, but a long way to go.
I know,
but they were competitive this year in a lot of games.
5.17, so a better time.
He's a
Jayhawk. He was there winning Carolina. That was the last game for Ron Rivera there. It's Tremaine Antrim. They also beat the eventual NFC champion San Francisco 49ers, right? That is a large number for a 40-yard dash.
He got out.
And go. Oh, my goodness.
Not a fluke. Here's Mekhi Becton. Get another look at it here. Side by side with Trent Brown.
Sadiq Charles, while we were looking at Well, we were looking at that graphic that happened moments ago, and there's a large disparity there, so we'll figure it out. But here's...
Check out Mekhi Becton down the court here.
Well, you can see
with the sleeves. Come on.
No, who's going to take the charge there?
Yeah, that's a business decision. No, get out of the way.
You know how Rex Chapman says block or charge? How about the choice being run away as Michael Robinson was down there?
So he played in Michael Robinson's youth football league. And so Michael's known this guy since he was a young kid.
Right.
And Mike Rob said his dad actually handles security. And I said, I bet you feel pretty safe.
Yeah. 5-3-2 for Cameron Clark. That's been established.
But I mean, it's not just straight line.
Right.
He can redirect. You'll see it. You'll see it when we get out there.
Ezra Cleveland.
He wasn't better than Ezra, though.
Well done. 4-9-4. Are we going to see the sled out there, too?
Oh, the sled's coming back. So important. He shows you that.
Oh, no. We do not need that.
It's hamstring.
One of the red-jacketed stellar training staff here at the Combine will be going to...
As we know, and a lot of other people doing college football, it's a big deal because Matt Mock was their quarterback in 2003, and a lot of adversity. He wasn't supposed to be the guy, and he led them to an SEC title. Unfortunately, they beat my Tennessee Vols in the SEC championship game. So two big-time players wearing that number 18 at LSU, and it's a big deal.
Good stuff. Sean O'Hara's down there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's on the 14-yard line. What's up, Sean? Said sled. Do I have to do everything around here?
Yeah, all right, fine. We can do right, Fred. Sled, Fred.
Whoa, have I just been told that the sleds are out? Sled's dead, baby. Sled's dead. Wow.
It's a damn good milkshake. I don't know if it's worth $5.
Yeah, boy.
Can I just say that when Becton just ran that 40?
It's crazy.
DJ and I were talking about on film, this guy's a planet, and you see the size of him. And I'm thinking, look, it's like Orlando Brown from a couple years ago. This is going to take him 2 days to run the 40. Now, I mean, for a guy that
that's
big,
crazy, right?
I mean, his
freaky,
10.
man.
I mean, I think he took 5 steps and he was at the 20, but just effortless. I didn't think big people could move like that.
By the way, Charlie Heck had a really good run a minute ago from North Carolina. Andy Heck, the offensive line coach for the Chiefs, his son, a really interesting player in this draft and really testing well. 6'07", 311 pounds. It's a big man. Do have to give Mayock credit, though, because he had a great line when he said the only thing he worries about Becton is at the Bellagio. If they put him in a boat to go when he's introduced, that might not end well.
Justin Huron. Again, the boat onto into the Bellagio fountain area. Coached Kyler Murray to the Offensive Rookie of the Year award there. 5-3-5. Here's Cordell Owagu.
The issue with him was a little bit some of the awareness. When you run games against him, that was a little bit of the concern. Good start. Yeah, that's a great 10 time.
Sure is. And a great 40 time.
And he can bend his knees. He can redirect.
Here's Jonah Jackson, the Ohio State. I guess with a guy named Jones coming up, we should check in. There's the man on the left.
This is another first-round caliber player here in Josh Jones from Houston. He was kind of an acquired taste for me. When I watched him early on, I did not have him in my top 50. And then at the Senior Bowl, he had a rough first practice and then really turned it on. And I went back and watched a lot more tape on him. Lemieux's kind of a mauler brawler there at left guard for the Ducks. When he's freed up in pass pro, he is a nasty helper to his neighbors. Some big cleanup shots in pass protection.
CD?
Do you think we're going to be okay? And I said, Mr. Jones, it's going to be the easiest few months of your life. I think you're more than okay. What do you think, DJ?
Yeah, no, he's really helped himself. And the way he played against Oklahoma, that's your best opponent. That was his best game. So when you talk to the folks at LSU, everybody just loves the kid.
Kivitz.
Reminds me of Dennis Kelly, who we've seen with the Tennessee Titans. Good time.
Great.
Nicely done.
In the break, Kyle Murphy. A lot of Rhode Island players
They had
we've
a
seen.
good showing here. A couple wide receivers and an offensive tackle. Going to be a guard at the next level. Great effort player.
Pert.
He is so long.
5:01.
Good time for him.
Indeed. Yeah,
Phillips got the high knees going.
he did. Tyree Phillips. So we went from Matt Peart to Tyree Phillips to Danny Pinter of Ball State.
He's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite sleeper linemen here, Danny Pinter.
Why is that?
He can really move. He's a right tackle. He's going to be a guard. He's got really quick feet. Zone teams that can get him outside on the move are going to love him.
How about Cesar Ruiz with a nice 5.08, huh?
Cesar Ruiz is my top interior lineman, right behind Wirfs. I have Wirfs as a guard. Some have him as a tackle, but Ruiz is my 37th overall player.
Back-to-back Wolverines. John Runyon's kid. John Runyon. And he ran a 5.08.
Great time.
Not bad. John Simpson.
John Simpson has played a lot of football at Clemson.
5.24.
How about 50 games played there at Clemson?
Terrence Steele of Texas Tech. And then after that, 5.03. Nice time. 1.74. Nice split there. Well done. Back live with Logan Stenberg of Kentucky.
Sean, we were talking about this earlier today. This is Stenberg, who's 6'6". As an interior player, the challenge you have at that height at the NFL level, it can be a little difficult.
What's up, Bruce? Matt Peart has the longest arm length of 36 and 5/8. But Alex Taylor has got a heck of a wingspan. He's longest at 88 inches. He is the tallest at 6'8 and 3/8.
A dominant run blocker. He just uproots people in the run game. And pass protection, the balance was the only concern there. But that's a good time for him. He's going to be a starting left tackle in the NFL, I believe, in year one. He's my 21st overall player right now.
Team captain, always got to like that, is Sean McDermott.
He's another one, started 52 games in college.
Yeah.
4 different positions.
Started 2 games at center this past year, right, DJ?
Yep.
Didn't
12
give
at
up
right
a single
tackle.
sack all season long. That's pretty impressive.
Their interior player that I like is center. He's got strong hands. You get power right over his nose where some guys will struggle with that. It's an instant anchor from him. Got some first step quickness. He was out at the East-West All-Star game, Sean, and just had a great week down there.
Powerful legs. Look at this guy.
This guy's in the mix to be the first tackle off the board.
5.09.
Yeah, Jedrick Wills is a very, very gifted player. And he played on the right side at Alabama, but remember, he got a left-handed quarterback, so he's on the blind side there.
And he went to school in Long Island.
Ooh, he got out. He really got out. He topped out early, but he got out the gate.
Tristan Wirfs. How good is he? First true freshman to start at either tackle position ever for Kirk Ferentz.
Jumps are any indication, he's going to run well.
Still waiting to see if it's official. 36.5-inch vertical leap. Wow, that's fast.
Smooth.
That's absurd.
Whoa.
That's insanity.
That was a smooth, easy 4.86.
So we got 322-pound guys running 4.8s and 364-pound guys running 5.1s.
Got Linemen?
While you were away watching our fantastic commercials or our sponsors, on NFL Network. The second run of that Demon Deacon was not as good.
Still solid times.
Okay. Call him Ishmael, right?
A good player.
5-4-3. TCU's Iwagwu.
It's a powerful, powerful man. A run game.
All right, well, usually don't see too much of a disparity like that. That's like a .10 second split. Austin Jackson, 5:07.
Two really
Go.
good times.
Yep, absolutely. Jonah Jackson. That famed Rutgers to Ohio State pipeline, right, Sean? Right, Sean? Pretty much.
That's right.
Okay.
One of one.
Blue know it.
Josh Jones, 5-3-3. And Shane Lemieux moments ago. 5-1-4 turns into, oh yeah, all right, we shaved it. We shaved a little bit off right there.
Nicely done.
The little man bun helps that one out. Damian Lewis.
Oh, he had a block against Arkansas. It was about as mean of an individual moment as I saw on tape this year.
He runs a 5.2440. Colton McKivitz. All right, 5.37. You mentioned about the story about Austin Jackson moments ago. Charles Davis, you have the floor, sir.
He had to battle through a lot of last year, and DJ, emphasized the great battle in the bowl game against AJ Epinesa. Those are two mastodons going at each other. For Austin Jackson, the best is yet to come because last year he played at a real disadvantage, although for him,
Peter Schrager.
John Molchon, the tackle from Boise State, just ran. Guys, a lot of people I was talking to this week said we were asking if he was going to run or not. We were going to compete in the drills because he finished his season with a broken foot there at Boise State.
Molchon, Ezra Cleveland. We've got a pretty darn good O-line coach in Brad Bedell up there, too.
Great program.
Matt Peart. 5:07.
This is Phillips here from Mississippi State, and it was a good battle watching him against Raekwon Davis from Alabama. Watching those guys kind of slug it out.
Wow.
Physical.
That's
Big jump.
improving your time by point. Ball State, Letterman's alma mater.
He can really move.
4.94. Sure can. Hometown of South Bend goes to Ball State.
He's made that transition from tight end to the offensive line. We see a lot of these guys very athletic.
Ruiz.
He's a scooter. Nice scooting.
5-1-3. Runyon's not wasting any time. Like, literally, Runyon is in his stance as Ruiz is still. There he goes. Ian Rappaport.
Trent Williams sat down with Ron Rivera, told Rivera and told the Redskins that he wanted a new contract, and if he did not get the new contract, then he'd like to be traded. And the response was essentially, not right now. A new contract is probably not coming. And of course, he didn't play last year, so there's probably some evaluation that still needs to go on. They have a left tackle, a highly paid left tackle in Nate Solder. Obviously did not play his best football last year, due a huge salary. It's safe to say they may have a decision there. Hard to imagine they release him, but if someone comes to them with some interest, maybe take on some of that big salary, I would imagine that the Giants would at least listen to that, Rich.
And we are less than 3 weeks away from the new league year starting. Logan Stenberg, 5-3-1.
I don't want to be the one to tell him that he's not credentialed to be in any area of the stadium. I can tell you that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Wow. 5-1-0. Same have been run by the heaviest and tallest guys at the combine.
Wow. Alex Taylor.
Becton and Alex Taylor ran the same times. So the tallest and the heaviest guys here.
Because as a former fat kid, like this is painful. This is like the least desirable part of this whole process. Oh, and we moved it back and made them run now at 6 o'clock at night. So imagine training for this 40 and you've been working out at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Fought through the groin.
That's last year.
That was last year, man.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a long time ago. So
the cool thing is with all the money that you raise, Rich, as the money continues to grow,
yes,
it's like fuel for you as an athlete.
Or maybe push-ups. Let's add that to the repertoire.
There are some surprises, however, for the run tomorrow. There'll be some
changes there at Georgia. He didn't get as good a start that time.
No, he kind of popped right up, didn't he?
How about this nugget, though, Sean? Since 2003, only 2 players at the Combine have weighed 350 plus and had a 10-yard split under 180.
It's Tristan Wirfs.
It is so smooth.
DJ, I can't believe how good he looks running that 40.
That is smooth.
When you think about all his weight, all his mass is from the waist down. I mean, a couple of years ago, Saquon Barkley came out and we were calling him Saquads. This dude's, I mean, one of his quads is probably as big around as Saquon Barkley's waist.